Do you guys care about the First Amendment? I mean, it's the supreme law of the land, right? You guys are supposed to be upholding the First Amendment. I love America.
I hope your child dies by gun violence.
You hope my child dies by gun violence?
Yep.
That's horrible.
I hope your child dies by gun violence.
Do you guys trust the government?
No.
Who should take the guns? Who do you want to take away the guns from people who have AR-15s? Now, what does that mean, assault rifle? How do you define that?
Assault rifle means, let's see, it's a rifle that you use to assault somebody. And it's sad to say that I went to high school here, okay? And I don't know the 3 branches of government by heart. I don't know how the government works. I don't know much of anything that has to do with the government, which is sad because as a minority, a lot of people that I know are the same way, okay? They don't know how to read the Constitution. They don't know how to read an amendment. They don't know what an amendment is. That's the sad truth, okay? And I admit that. But what I will not do, I will not allow my ignorance to stop me for standing up for something minimal as to the safety, okay, the safety of our young children. Getting out of here.
So she just obeyed the guys with the guns. Okay. How you doing, man? Wow. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for a conversation. Wow. Hey, I noticed you got awfully silent when they showed up. Oliveira, did you hear this lady right here?
No, I'm sorry.
Free.
I don't agree with what you're doing.
Oh, it's not. I don't have freedom of speech. I don't have freedom.
Trying to make this young lady say
I don't have
not
freedom of
film me,
speech.
and I'm not going to ask you.
I don't have freedom of
I am
speech.
not giving you permission to film me.
You don't have
If
to.
that phone is on,
Ma'am.
you need to cut it off.
Ma'am, it's a public
If that
place.
phone is on, you need to turn it off.
Their cameras are recording you.
I don't
Those
want
cameras are
yours
recording you.
me. Let me be very clear. I don't want yours recording you because you are up to nothing but no good.
But here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
So here's the deal.
And here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
Here's the deal. Because here's the deal.
Here's the deal. Either give me your ID or you go to jail. How about that?
Catch me outside, how about that?
How about that? How about that?
Here's the deal.
In pursuit of a Mazda heading south on 3 Points Road.
Ladies, what are you guys calling for today?
We're calling for change
And
in
what-
our gun laws.
What kind of change do you want?
We want to see no AR-15s on the street, no AR-15s in the hands of civilians because they are not trained, they don't know how to use it, and what are they going to use it for? To do mass shootings? Because one bullet can kill I don't know how many people. That's just not what we need right now. It's
Now-
not what we need.
Do you? What is an AR-15 exactly?
An AR-15 is an assault rifle, military style assault
Now,
rifle.
what does that mean, assault rifle? How do you define that?
Assault rifle means, let's see, it's a rifle that you use to assault somebody. As plain as that is.
How, are handguns assault handguns? Or no?
No.
Can't you?
Handguns are a weapon. You can use it as a weapon to defend yourself, but it's not a military style rifle.
Who are you recording with?
What's that?
Who are you recording with?
I'm live streaming for my channel,
Okay, what's your channel?
GMV Media.
All right, is your channel pro or anti-gun laws?
I am for freedom. I am for freedom. I'm against the NRA. Wayne LaPierre, I'm totally against the NRA. Now, at this point, someone might ask, why the heck are you against the NRA? Because they're against the Second Amendment. How are they against the Second Amendment? They're the ones who initiated the NICS instant background check system, which violates shall not be infringed. Don't believe me? Here, I'll let Wayne LaPierre, the president of the NRA, tell you in his own words.
The best kept secret is that the National Instant Check System wouldn't exist at all if it weren't for the NRA. It's true. Back in the 90s, President Clinton forced passage of a mandatory waiting period on every handgun purchased in America. Not a background check, a wait. But NRA said as soon as the technology was available, their wait had to be replaced by an instant background check done by the dealer at the point of sale. NRA supported it, NRA got the votes, and NRA got it passed.
I'm against the NRA. Wayne LaPierre, I'm totally against the NRA. I'm against the GOP. So I'm just out here finding out what you guys think and what does AR stand for in AR-15?
Assault rifle.
Assault rifle?
He's trying to trick you. It doesn't stand for assault rifle.
What is it?
I'm not trying to trick. I'm trying to find out what everybody knows.
Tell her what it means.
How am I tricking, sir?
Because you know what AR stands for.
So? How is that a trick?
Because people have been tricked into saying AR-15.
So what? I don't hold it against them if they don't.
AR-15 is a style of weapon.
Guys, I'm not holding it against you that you don't know what AR-15 is.
It doesn't
I don't
matter
understand.
what it
Dude, I'm
it
just having a
stands
peaceful
for.
conversation.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
To me, it doesn't fucking matter what it stands for.
Okay.
It should not be out in the street. Period.
Okay.
Okay.
So
at all.
I mean, are people hunting out here? Are they hunting? I mean, am I a target? Am I a species
Now,
to be
so-
hunted?
how many rounds does the AR-15 have?
That's a question for you since
Well,
you know so much,
it's
right?
not about isn't it about the magazine?
How many are you willing to sacrifice?
What do you mean sacrifice?
Sacrifice for your
Well, show your
gun
face.
fetish.
Sir,
Sacrifice
Sir.
for your gun fetish.
sir, can we have a calm conversation?
How many are you willing to sacrifice?
I'm willing to have a calm conversation.
After 19 children were massacred, you expect a calm conversation?
Yeah, of course.
How do you expect?
I'm
to
not. I'm a non-violent person.
We are angry. We're not violent. We're
Okay.
angry.
Okay.
Angry that
Okay.
19 parents, 19 mothers
Okay, so
lost their children.
So the gun legislation you want is to ban AR-15s. Anything else? Any other weapons?
Just military style weapons. Put
Okay.
it like that.
And-
Anything that is used in the military should not be used by civilians.
But what if
people that are not trained?
What if a handgun can kill as many people? Shouldn't
No,
we take
that's
those?
not true.
Why?
That's not true. A handgun cannot kill 19 children. A handgun cannot kill 19 children.
A handgun cannot kill 19 children.
You can if you're trained, if you know how to shoot, if you can aim.
So you think
Guns
that?
are
So
the
do you
problem.
do you think the shooter was trained?
He was an 18-year-old child. He was
Okay.
a child.
So the gun laws that you want is to ban AR-15s at least for starters, right?
For starters.
So what? How does that live out? Like, how is that enforced? How will that be enforced? Like, let's say that guy owns an AR-15, but he's never harmed
Right
anybody.
there, the manufacturers, the people who support it, the people who sell it, the people who sell it.
He's trying to get you to say something
How
that
am I-
you can then post to show how his view is right and ours
Okay,
is
it's fine.
I am
It's a
against
start.
gun violence, by the way. I'm against.
It's a start. Okay.
yeah.
Now one person has a solution. Okay. It takes a village to raise a child. That's why I'm here. I have no kind of association with the children and the two adults that passed away. But I'm here because I have teenagers, the sheriff age, and I also have nieces and nephews that are in elementary school. Okay, so my heart goes to everybody. Okay, it's not their fault. It's the government's fault
Do you
for
guys
allowing.
do you guys trust the government?
No.
Who should take the guns? Who do you want to take away the guns from people who have AR-15s?
The voice of the people. No,
The-
they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna ever do
I agree.
it.
The manufacturers won't take guns
It's
away.
not
They're
gonna
too
do
busy
it.
selling
They
them.
should.
They did
should
it
be
in New
regulated.
Zealand.
They
No.
should be stopped.
They did it in Australia.
The gun manufacturers.
They did it in New
didn't.
Zealand.
They're
They did
not
it in
gonna do
Australia.
The
It
government
worked
did.
there. It's
They're
not
gonna do it
working
because of the
here.
money,
We
obviously.
failed.
So
Obviously.
who should take away the guns?
The people.
The United States
The
has
people?
completely
So
failed.
you'll go to somebody's
and
house and
there's
take
no
away the
reason
guns?
why we can't
Not
solve
that
this
way.
problem.
Okay.
It's
November.
absolute
Dude,
failure.
you're being very rude. You're being you're being super rude, man.
I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to have a conversation with these
You
young
have-
ladies.
The United States has failed. You're a troll. You're trying to get them to say something so that you can. post
I
it on
really
your
just want to
site.
know what they think. That's all I'm reporting
Okay,
on.
well, okay, but
We understand what you're trying to do, okay? Which is figure out what we want to do and how we want to change it. And it's sad to say that I went to high school here, okay? And I don't know the 3 branches of government by heart. I don't know how the government works. I don't know much of anything that has to do with the government, which is sad because as a minority, a lot of people that I know are the same way. Okay, they don't know how to read the Constitution. They don't know how to read an amendment. They don't know what an amendment is. That's the sad truth. Okay, and I admit that. But what I will not do, I will not allow my ignorance to stop me for standing up for something minimal as to the safety. Okay, the safety of our young children.
Right. Here's my concern.
Okay.
When you ban firearms and the people who own them are innocent and have never done anything to hurt anybody and would actually use their firearms to protect people, if you ban them, then you actually criminalize these innocent people.
Okay, but
I don't like
Why
that.
does America keep failing? Why does America keep failing?
To make a mistake. You don't need to make all these innocent people, you take their guns and you're unprotecting them. Okay, it takes one time.
How do
Me,
you
like, for
plan
example,
on protecting the children
you
in
come into
elementary
my
schools?
house, I take your life. That's my life.
How do you plan on
Without
protecting
me
children
needing
in elementary schools?
I don't know.
How do you plan on protecting children in elementary schools?
I couldn't say. I lost
You
them all
don't
in a
have an
voting
idea.
accident, unfortunately.
Why don't you have an
Unfortunately.
idea? How can you not have an idea about this?
So my concern is when we
My
criminalize
concern
innocent
is you
people,
don't
we're
have an
actually committing a
idea
crime
of
because
how
the way
to
you
protect
enforce
children
laws
in
is by
elementary
government
schools.
guns.
But put it like
That's
this.
it.
Put it like you
And
put
I'm
it like this.
against gun
Put it
violence.
like this. Okay,
Why
I understand
don't
your
you
point.
have
You're
an
criminalizing
idea?
innocent people, right?
Right.
Are you
But
clueless?
let's weigh the two, okay? Let's weigh
Why?
19 children being killed in the middle of their classroom, okay?
Yeah, that's
Okay?
horrible.
And let's
That's
weigh
horrible.
people going to jail for owning a gun.
What are you
Which one
going
is
to do?
worse?
Well,
Which
they're
one do you
both-
think is
they're both
worse?
evil.
They're both evil, but which one is worse?
How do we get
Because
rid of the
you're not
evil?
You're
There
not
is-
honestly
what
answering
is
the
your
question.
plan?
If you're taking
You
away
have
the
no
life of
plan.
anybody, that's not good.
It's not.
Why
right,
do you
right.
have
But what
no
you're
plan?
saying is you're criminalizing innocent people for carrying
Well,
a
you-
weapon.
Why don't
right?
you
Okay,
care
so
about
which
the
one is
children
worse?
that
People going
die?
to jail for
Shouldn't-
owning a gun,
why?
or people dying, innocent
I
children
think- what-
dying.
My
If we
personal.
got rid of guns, would there be less or more gun violence?
There's no such thing as gun violence.
There's
That's
no-
like saying.
stop,
That's
stop,
like
stop,
saying.
stop,
You're
stop.
against
Let me
gun
explain.
violence. What's the
Wait,
matter
wait,
with you?
Hold on. Wait,
Quit trolling
Wait,
us.
wait,
Hey,
I don't believe
Wait, hold
there's no
on.
such thing as gun
Look,
violence.
this guy's a
Criminals
troll.
commit.
If we got rid of guns, would there be any kind of death with guns?
You won't get rid of guns.
You won't get rid of
What
guns.
are you-
Criminals-
what is
criminals-
your plan?
Are criminals?
I'm asking you a question.
How are
if
the-
you didn't
Quit
have
siding
guns,
with the
would there be
guns
people
over
dying
the
from
children.
guns?
Tell me how the criminals
Would
will
there
get
be
Troll.
people dying from
Go
guns?
Well, criminals-
That's the only question I have.
If you don't have an
guns,
idea, troll,
would you be
go
having people
home.
that die from guns? Answer that question.
Yes.
Troll.
People still die from
Leave.
guns.
How many? Would it be this
Troll.
many or a lot less?
You know
right?
what- you know
what's
No
got a
guns. You'd be
clue.
controlling
What
the
is
guns.
You're asking
your
me
idea?
rapid fire questions, but you're not.
No, I'm asking you one question.
Number one, gun violence is a euphemism to get all the people
I
on board
stopped.
with
I
criminalizing and
Gun
rephrased
vilifying.
violence
question.
is not
I
a
rephrased my
euphemism.
question. Hold on.
Try telling the parents
He
in
doesn't even wanna show
Uvalde
his
that
face.
gun violence is a euphemism. What a fucking
Okay.
jackass
I
Put
you
am.
are.
yourself
Hold on,
in their
hold on.
shoes, please.
Hold
I
on.
beg you. I
guys.
beg you. Imagine having to be DNA tested
Let
to
me
see
get-
if your child was massacred.
Let me give you an example in real life. Do you remember the 26 people who
Tell
were
the,
killed?
So the 19 children
tell the
are
parents
remember the
in
20
Uvalde
wait.
that gun violence is a
Remember
euphemism. Tell them that. Tell them that.
It's really hard to talk with this guy here.
Tell them that.
Death, right?
In Sutherland
Answer that
Springs
question.
Church, 26 people were murdered by a guy with an AR-15.
Tell them.
There's a
it's
guy named
euphemism.
Stephen Williford.
Tell
He's
them
not.
gun violence
He's not
is a
law
euphemism.
enforcement.
Troll.
They used his
I
AR-15
need
to stop the
troll.
shooting.
some people
A
over
euphemism
there
troll.
to hear this conversation.
You tell them
What's that?
I
that
need
gun
some
violence
people
is a
over there to be
euphemism.
listening to this conversation.
Why do
Oh,
you
they
talk
will.
bullshit like that?
So anyway, I don't want to
Where do you
criminalize.
get
I don't want
that
to vilify a
bullshit?
gun, and I
Do they,
don't want
do they, do they share that bullshit on your Facebook
I
chat
think
board?
that's evil. And I think the person who did that
In the
horrific crime.
court, in the court system,
worked
you
out
are
well.
innocent
that worked out
until
well.
you're proving
That's
guilty.
not true. Have you ever been to court?
Troll.
You're literally guilty
We're
before proof.
talking about the same government.
Yeah.
You
I don't trust.
understand?
I don't trust the
Okay,
government. Do you?
then
Do you?
no.
So who's going to take the
You're
guns?
just watching. There's an
November.
occupation.
November is coming. That's where I put in my voice.
All politicians lie. Are you going to vote for a liar?
When how? I gotta have some hope.
How you have hope is self-empowerment. Empower yourself.
How? Tell me.
Get your own personal protection device. Know how to use it.
Yes.
To protect yourself.
From what?
Sir, I'm
Punk
sorry.
ass
From anything that might harm you or your children.
Punk ass troll.
Isn't that why we had officers in the school?
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry.
Isn't that why? Why should I have to do that? That's why.
I don't know why you're
there's
talking to me anymore.
officers,
Stop
there's
talking to him.
military.
Troll.
That's why.
So all you want is politicians. You know, politicians are surrounded by
Euphemism
guns, right?
troll.
The president's protected by guns. Federal buildings are
Euphemism
protected by guns,
troll.
but they won't protect our kids. I got a serious
euphemism.
problem with
Okay, so
Hey,
there's got to be a
euphemism.
part of everybody.
Where's
okay,
your
there's a
troll
part
farm?
of,
Euphemism.
Change. There's mental health change, because there's kids out here with parents that don't give a shit. Okay, there's kids that have no parents at all. Okay, there's no
that's a problem.
consequences. They don't answer to nobody. Okay, and yet they're in society. Okay, and I have to do my part as well to say, oh, something's wrong with this kid. I have to say something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
so
against.
I have to be
How you guys
part.
doing?
I have to be part of that solution as well.
Yeah.
So I have to work with the
I wouldn't-
counselors, therapists, and say, what can I do as a parent, as a neighbor, as a stranger? If I see somebody with a mental issue, say, hey, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Hey, go to the proper authorities. I'm no one. I have no legal anything. But what I can do is go to an officer and say, hey, something's up.
I will never ask a politician to create a law that will criminalize you, though, because that's what people are asking for. When we're asking a law to be passed to ban a firearm that innocent people own, you're literally criminalizing people who are innocent.
Tons. Why just?
Do you know what a red
stuck with
flag?
that
Do you know what a red flag law is? It's an extreme risk protection order. It's where if somebody calls in and says, "I feel like," let's say I'm carrying a gun to protect my family in the grocery store. Okay, somebody can call and say, "Hey, I think this guy's crazy. I think he's a danger to himself or to somebody else. Why don't you send the authorities to go in there? They will violate your Second Amendment right and your Fourth Amendment right."
He doesn't belong on Stop
Oh,
arguing.
no, I'm against the NRA. I'm against the NRA. Yes, I am. Wayne LaPierre.
But he's over here questioning why we're
But there's
here
gotta
for
be
saying
a
that
there's
we're-
gotta be a
No, it doesn't make
conversation.
sense for us to be over here.
Beautiful
The
part about
start-
America is the First Amendment.
There's got to
Right,
be a
guys?
conversation.
Okay,
First Amendment.
You have the right, you have the freedom to say whatever you want to say. Just say it on the other side, away from us. Do us that favor.
Why?
Okay? We're asking you to go to the other side.
I'm for
Because you're
shutting down the NRA,
stressing
guys.
us out. You're
But you
stressing
don't
us
want to
out.
take the guns
You're-
away. I don't understand that.
What?
You don't want to take the guns away.
Because that's theft. Taking guns from
Okay,
somebody
so
who didn't do
over
anything
there,
wrong
that's
is
what they
theft.
stand for, right?
Mom, stop talking to him.
You guys don't have to
But
talk to me.
Stop talking to him. Stop talking to him. Stop talking to him. Because he's asking me questions. No, don't answer. Don't answer. Don't answer. Get him out of here.
So she just obeyed the guys with the guns. Okay. How you doing, man? Wow. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for a conversation. Wow. Hey, I noticed you got awfully silent when they showed up. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was saying that you are basically a troll, and you're trying.
Okay, how am I a
you know,
troll? What am I
because-
trolling for?
Because gun violence is not a euphemism. You said it's a euphemism.
Inanimate
And
object
personally, I
violence is
find
a
that
thing?
offensive. And I think other people do too.
He's getting out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's not wanted. I mean, I don't know.
Because I'm getting complaints. Because I'm getting complaints. I'm going to need you guys to step out of the protest. Okay?
Why is that?
Because we're getting complaints.
What complaints?
Complaints about that you're stirring the argument.
I'm just exercising my First Amendment.
I understand that, but we're hearing.
Did I commit a crime?
No, sir, you have not.
I've only engaged with people who want to engage with me. I've not tried to engage, bring somebody into a conversation.
We're just asking our people to step outside of the protest.
That would be a violation of my First Amendment right. So you're saying I can't be here?
We control time, place, and manner, yes, sir. We are asking you to go down there on that end. And that
Asking me, or are you commanding me? Because that would be a violation of my civil rights. No, I'm serious. Here, let me just say.
I'm explaining.
LM Pate, right?
Let me help you understand time, place, and manner, sir. Okay, I understand what you're saying, Time, place, and manner. I need you to look it up if you don't understand.
Well,
we're asking you to go down there on that end because you are allowed to. We're not stopping you from.
But is this
from
the
your
land of the
First
free, home of
Amendment
the
right.
brave?
We're asking you to go down there.
This is the first. I'm just exercising my First Amendment. I'm not forcing anybody against their will to have a conversation with me.
We understand that. Just like the other individuals.
Have I committed a crime?
The other individuals on that end are not forcing anybody to talk to them. We're asking you to go down there to join them.
Have I committed?
You have that opinion down there. We're trying to keep people separated so we don't have a continuation of this, back and forth with individuals.
They walked up to me and I engaged with them. I did nothing wrong.
You walked up to us. No, they did not.
Did I force it?
Me, but you walked up to me, so don't lie.
So you voluntarily engaged in a conversation.
Show them your camera that you walked up to
So you
us.
voluntarily engaged in a conversation.
I did.
Willingly.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
So
but
it's
you
willingly.
walked up to me. Don't say that we approached you.
Did I commit a crime?
Sir,
No, sir, you have not. For the time, manner, and place during a protest, we have the right to remove somebody from an area that we believe may cause a disturbance.
I'm not
Right
causing
now.
a disturbance.
Well, I've got.
What is that? So you're not going to remove him?
I've got numerous people saying that you're
He
a problem.
walked up to her. We were
Would you
saying-
please step out? I'm asking you nicely, sir. Would you please exit the protest?
On the other side of the street.
Are you going to arrest me?
No, sir, I'm not going to arrest you. I don't have a charge to arrest you on at this point. I don't want to call a DA. I don't want to do anything. Step down the other side. Everybody's happy.
I would prefer. I feel like if I back down, I'm giving up on the First Amendment.
You're not backing down.
I prefer to stand on this spot in America right here. That's all.
You can't.
I prefer to have a honest dialogue with people who want to talk to me. If they don't want to talk to me, I don't bother them.
Nobody here wants to talk to you, sir.
No, it's not an honest
That's not true. I had a great conversation with two of these ladies over here. We had a good conversation here until this guy came.
Stop it, okay? This is not high school anymore. Can you please step out of that area?
I have to stand on the First Amendment.
This is your First Amendment. So
This is freedom of speech. It's a violation of freedom of speech. I'm not obstructing the walkway. Yes, I do want to stay here. A. Oliveira. Oliveira. What's your badge number?
8372.
8372. What's your badge number?
4753.
I thank you guys, but I politely decline because I'm not causing a disturbance.
Yes,
It's literally a false report. I have it on camera. I have everything on video camera evidence.
So is everybody else.
Yes, they have no evidence.
So do
You don't have any evidence that I causes disturbance.
On your phone. Yeah, he
There's
might
no
even have a gun
no
on.
disturbance. I stand on my First Amendment right. And if you guys violate my First Amendment right, that's just not a good thing. That's why the police are earning the hate. What's your badge number?
I don't have one, sir.
You don't have a badge number? I am going to stand for the rights of all Americans, and I'm going to exercise my First Amendment rights right here.
Name, sir? What's your name?
I don't have to give my name.
I know I'm asking you. I gave you my badge number.
I know you're a public servant, though. I'm not.
I'm asking you, what is your name?
You can call me Brian.
What are you hiding?
You can call me Brian.
Brian?
Yeah. I have a right to be secure in my persons, houses, papers, and effects. I have the right to freedom of speech and freedom of press under the First Amendment. That's the supreme law of the land last time I checked, right? So I'm here peacefully exercising my right.
Internet is a great.
We can't go on that side of the street, so you really shouldn't be on this side. Right?
This is America, ma'am. I love America.
I hope your child dies by gun violence.
You hope my child dies by gun violence. That's horrible.
If you would at this point, please not do it.
That's horrible. This woman right here hopes that my child dies by gun violence. Ma'am, I hope that never happens to you.
All the people who support guns.
I don't support guns. I support private citizens to carry whatever they want to carry for personal protection. See, there's an example of somebody approaching me.
No, it's freedom of speech. It's a freedom of speech.
Thank you, ma'am.
Not filthy.
Okay, I won't. Thank you, ma'am. That it is freedom of speech. Thank you. Oliveira, did you hear this lady right here?
No,
I'm
it's
sorry?
her freedom
Free-
of speech. I don't agree with what you're doing.
Oh, it's not. I don't have
Because
freedom of
you're being
speech.
an ass.
I don't
And
have
you're
freedom.
trying to make this young lady say
I don't have
"Stop
freedom of
filming,"
speech.
and I'm not going to ask you.
I don't have freedom of
I
speech.
am not giving you permission to film me.
You don't have
If
to.
that phone is on,
Ma'am.
you need to cut it off.
Ma'am, it's a public
If that
place.
phone is on, you need to turn it off.
Their cameras are recording you.
I don't
Those
want
cameras are
yours
recording you.
me. Let me be very clear. I don't want yours recording me because you are up to nothing but no good.
Ma'am, I am here for your freedoms.
How about that? You film me.
I share your hatred for the NRA. I share it. I share your hatred for the NRA.
Okay. I will.
Wayne LaPierre is decidedly anti-Second Amendment.
What you need to feel.
That's why I'm against it.
Especially the second one.
All right, so what are we doing, guys?
Just waiting for it.
Yeah.
Do you guys care about the First Amendment? I mean, it's the supreme law of the land, right? You guys are supposed to be upholding the First Amendment. You know full well I didn't cause a ruckus on this sidewalk.
You are. I just witnessed right now.
She talked to me, sir. You're calling that causing a ruckus? Okay, well, we're glad we get it on video. Everybody knows I'm peaceful and haven't caused any problems.
That's exactly what he's told.
Anyway. Sir, what's your name and badge number? Wang 8111. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Sir, you are free to film. You are free to film, and you don't need my permission to do it. Man, I wish law enforcement was sensitized to the supreme law of the land.